Hey, look, I think I found it. It was actually relatively close to the planet. So here we go, derelict orbital station. There's also... Nope, that's a derelict trading station. That is not what I'm looking for. Maybe what I'm looking for is out over here. But this is actually another thing you could repair up and turn into a base. I don't have an EVA, so I'm not actually going to get out. But literally, it's a trading station that's just salvage. I mean, yeah, you'll have to take out the core, but it's got a lot of good stuff in it. So we'll probably come back and salvage this eventually. Okay. There's the albatross. Is this out this direction then? Okay, so this out here is a junk yard. We'll get close, ping it, and see if it's the Polaris one. If it's not the Polaris one, we'll just keep on moving because we don't want to get into a fight with a Rados defense tower, or I guess Rados defense satellite. But once we get close enough, we can ping it, and it should show us what a lot of this junk in here is. I mean, zooming in, you can see that a lot of it is should be able to ping it soon and see. This, yep, it's a Rados one. So there's a Rados defensive satellite in there. Don't really want to have to worry about that. I think this is the Polaris one. You see it's got the little orange in it. So let's see when we get close. Yep, this is the Polaris one. You can see all the little Polaris defenses, the Polaris junkyard defenses in here. So this will be a good place to come and look for base and capital vessel CPUs. You see all these little things like this that are floating around. Oh wow, hold on. I believe that purple, I believe, is a base CPU. Let's see. No, that's capital vessel. This is 4 tier 4 capital vessel extenders, which means, yes, I am definitely, let's see. Let's create a new one. Hold on, let me, well, hold on. If I'm right here, my temperature's fine. That's cool. Because the interior of this is yeah, anyway, 7706 80 8158. That's my location. Tier 4 CV CPU X4. Waypoint. Accept. And so that should be, yep, right there. Perfect. Now, most of these, as you should be seeing with this, are just empty. In fact, it's rare to find one that has all 4 in there. You might find some, like this one, that just has 1 in it, which are more common by far. But we are set with our CPU with that. Oh boy, yes. All of our other needs should be met. Yeah, that's an empty one. All of our other needs should be able to be met with salvaging stuff from this junkyard as well. Okay. Let's take a look out this direction, because there was this asteroid. Should be magnesium, because that's the only thing you can find in here, in this asteroid, or in this playfield, in the starter junkyard playfield, or starter orbit playfield. I'm gonna fly by here. Ooh, this is also a Polaris junkyard, which is another nice find. Uh-oh. What? Generator turned off while moving initial. That's weird. Okay. So here's another Polaris junkyard. This is really nice. Having two of these. You've got this one and that one, and they're both next to each other. Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess the next thing we're going to go do is take a look at this ghost ship and see if the derelict orbital station is up near the moon. I guess that's where that is. And if not, we're just going to have to take a gander elsewhere, try to find it wherever it is. Level 18 reached. Okay, we're close to having enough to unlock other things anyway. This is something I do want to get, and I'll show you why. This is something that is super advantageous for the scout, for anyone really, but you can only use it in scout armor. And yeah, you can basically fly on a planet without a ship with that. So now hopefully this is not the big ghost ship with weapons on it. Ah, it is. This ghost ship is, I think, yep. As you can see, this is a modified version of the Empyrion, I believe is what it's called. It's an old crashed capital vessel, and it's been reactivated by a mysterious energy, which is all part of the storyline. But okay, I guess we are actually just gonna have to do some additional searching out in areas that don't have anything leading me to them. So I'm going to be going around searching for this derelict orbital station. It can sometimes be difficult to find, and when I find it, I'll let you guys know. Alright, I found something out here that might be it. I came out close to the moon. I was actually heading towards the moon just to see, because a lot of times there are things beyond the reach of the moon. And so I came to the moon, and there's this out here. This is probably the derelict orbital station, because I don't think there's any other stations and such that I have not yet discovered. It should be coming into visual range momentarily. I believe 3 kilometers is around visual range. There we go. Yep, I think that's it. I'm almost positive. Yep, derelict orbital station. Very nice. So when we get close to it, we may need... Yep, there we go. We have discovered it. And achieved exploration rank 4. And we have the small CPU extender tier 2. And it gave us a mobility boost. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We may eventually come back out here for the engineer. I am going to put a waypoint here for just so, you know, when we come back, I don't have to do it later. So that is that. I'm heading back to the planet. Now, we found a lot of good stuff. We found the space junk. We even got to take a quick look at that ghost ship, which I don't know if I actually identified it. It must be out. No, there it is. It's down there near... Is it down there or... Hold on. Freighter, ghost ship. Yeah, it's down there near the Albatross right now, which is interesting. Once 1.4 comes into effect, ghost ships will actually actively attack vessels and such, like Xerax and that sort of stuff. They'll attack anything they see. Similar to the Legacy, I guess. The Legacy would also be doing that, but in this scenario, the Legacy aren't really... they're just a passive threat. They're there, but they're not actively engaging like they are in the main storyline. The ghost ships also would sort of be a more passive threat, I guess, to start with. But you'll find more and more of them throughout the, you know, the systems and all. Why is that? I see that laser drone for so far away. I don't know. But when you go off into further, you know, into other systems, you'll encounter more and more ghost ships, just depending on where you go. Interesting. There's a black hole there, and then somewhere over there is the storyline black hole. This is the black hole around which the ghost ship's homeworld is. So, okay. We want to head this direction. I don't know why that thing still has base on it, but yeah, I ain't gonna complain really. Alright, let's go on down here. Land. Okay. Well, we've actually done a lot today. I've got the descent thrusters. On my person, I've got a small vessel CPU, which I will end up putting... I don't know what I'm going to put it on. I've got a mobility boost, which I really don't care for. I did learn the jetpack boost, but I can't make it in here. Let's see. In order to upgrade this to an advanced one, steel computer, energy matrix, flux coils. We got the CPU for it. Okay, let me connect to this and see what we would need. Interesting. It says steel plates, computers, energy matrices, cobalt alloy, and flux coils. Which we really don't have any of. So, what I may end up doing is I'm going to keep this going a bit. I'll probably cut this episode short halfway between, but I've got a lot of stuff that I want to just keep on doing and getting done. And so I'll probably cut this episode into like 3-4 episodes. But I want to go ahead and get that shuttle prepared. So what I'm going to do, all right. How many of those can I hold? One at a time. That is not going to be effective. How many can this hold? All right, I've already got a whole bunch of stuff in there. Let's move all this stuff what it can. Actually, let's scout. Move what I can to there. Move what I can to here. Move this over, that over. Okay. Now I can go ahead and put these on here because these are going to be more efficient than actual small thrusters. How many of these can I put down here? 25. That's good. That's good. I'm just going to take these apart for parts because I don't need this many. Okay. Salvage. Okay, now let's take a look at this. These also don't need. Oh, this has got hardened steel and regular steel. We've got plenty of hardened steel already. Not terribly worried about that. But if it has anything... Oh, it's got a double cockpit. That's interesting. We've already got a Pentaxa tank. Okay. Alright. Now, we should be able to shuttle there. Put all this back. And then we can use the scout. Where's my base? There it is. Use the scout to come down here. And unload all these into there. And now we've got plenty of cobalt alloy. And it still doesn't say we have enough. I'm not connected. Okay. We need 2 computers, 10 flux coils. Flux coils are going to be the thing that we need to get from... We're going to need to get those from thrusters, from capital vessel thrusters. So let's go ahead and... Actually, those may have computers as well. Let's go see if we can salvage some capital vessel thrusters. Not as full thrusters, but just as parts. We're not going to need a whole bunch of them for these anyway. So I think we ought to come take a look at this. This crashed capital vessel. Because that crashed capital vessel is going to be a nice thing to salvage. It's probably going to have some good thrusters and such on it, so let's come on out over here, and it's out of the way. It's not in a junkyard, so it should be a good thing to salvage. And I know this model has some thrusters on it. Okay. Yep, see? Right there. Alright, actually, let's just go ahead and land here. Alright. And we can just salvage a lot more than just thrusters. Okay, so this just had lights on the... I'm glad on my, when I'm reworking it. Now, is this an advanced or large? Large, okay. So we can go ahead and salvage, actually, well, yeah, we'll just salvage everything. And I'll just move this stuff over. I'm not going to worry about, well, these are steel growing plots. I might come back for some of those. These actually have some good loot. Okay. I don't want to go underground. We can get some of that out. Alright, over here. Down from here would be the engine. Now I know I saw some thrusters, some intact thrusters. There's at least one back here. This ought to give us some, could theoretically give us some things. Alright, they gave us oscillators. I know for a fact they do give flux coils. It may not give a lot all the time, but let's see if we can find some forward thrusters. Looks like it's crashed in here. The forward thrusters are probably buried. Okay, I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna send my drone to start drilling out. I don't know if there's forward thrusters or whatnot. Hold on. Why don't I just do this? Okay. Thrusters. Yes, there are some. Okay, there are three. That's what I'm looking for. Any RCSs? There's some tanks, which nice. That might give me some cobalt. I don't think there's any RCSs. This. So, okay. Prone. Rather than digging blindly, all right. There's a flux coil. That. Right. All right, so we now have 2 flux coils, which is better than none. Okay. Fuel tanks. We've got some tanks back here. And an ammo box. Why can I not withdraw this? Weird. Okay. Up some of it into there. Rest of it into there. That'll give us some cobalt alloy at least. We're really here for thrusters and fuel, so I think that's all we really need. Oh, let's grab these hangar doors. Those hangar doors are actually really, really nice for parts and stuff, particularly cobalt related parts. So we'll dig down a little bit until we can get to these doors. There we go. Okay. It didn't give me any cobalt, but that's fine. We got plenty of cobalt elsewhere. Alright, let's head on back out here. I didn't get all that I needed. I may come back here later. I'll just leave the core on here. I do know that there's actually a capital vessel around here. It's going to have more thrusters than I'm going to need for my thing anyway. Oh, and here's the crash DSE back. Let's just grab it from the crash DSE back. Because this has some good thrusters on it. Okay, it should have a total of 9. Go. 9 thrusters. Okay. Drone should be able to grab those. You make sure. Okay, I've got enough in here. I'm just checking back for the volume, because when the volume gets over 700, I'm probably not going to want to keep. Okay, that's good. Now I can deactivate it. And I might be able to get all of them. I don't know. Oh, that was just that block. Okay. Nice. Okay. Now I've got a total of 17 flux coils. Okay. So that's more than enough to upgrade my, or should be more than enough to upgrade my, whatchamacallit, the constructor.